Very well, ladies and gentlemen. So we begin the episode today with Dejan Kulusevski and Douglas Luiz. So from Bruno Guimaraes, we are coming to Douglas Luiz. I'm not saying that this is a downgrade or something. He's a very exciting talent, young player, decently wins the ball possessions and all that. But still, why it is going to be difficult to even bring Douglas Luiz in this transfer window? We're going to talk about that, and of course what happens. Like, Juventus have literally killed Arsenal's chance of signing Arthur and Dusan Vlahovic. Will they even let us think about Dejan Kulusevski? Well, here's the talk of the town. Well, let's talk about Alfredo Pedula. Alfredo Pedula says new contact in the evening from Arsenal to Kulusevski. If Juve opened to the loan, then let's see. So, new contact this evening from Arsenal for Dejan Kulusevski, which was, of course, last evening. Gianluca Di Marzio finally puts an end to all the rumors of Arthur to Arsenal. It is not going to happen, and Arsenal will be looking at somewhere else at the moment. So, as things stand, we're going to talk about Douglas Luiz very soon. Very soon, we have an update from the reliable John Percy as well. So yes, according to another source, which goes by the name AGJ News, whatever, they say that Juve are open to the idea of sending Dejan Kulusevski on loan to Arsenal. There will be fresh talks between Juve sporting director Federico Cherubini and Kulusevski's representatives. Juve value the player at close to 35 million euros, which is 29 million pounds, if at all anyone is looking to buy him out. So, yes, that's all about Dejan Kulusevski to Arsenal. That's actually going to happen. Juventus are fine with the loan deal, but if Arsenal is supposed to buy him, 29 million pounds is the price tag that they need to pay or even consider at the moment. So, at the end of this video, I have a question for you guys. It's a very interesting question, you guys. I would want your inputs, but hey, stay tuned for that. Also, Fabrizio Romano says, Arsenal's new signing, Matt Turner to Arsenal from New England Revolution, deal done, confirmed. Full agreement for 7 million euros plus 3 million euros in bonuses. And now time for paperwork. Turner will join Arsenal in summer and not in January, ready for next season. And of course, we're gonna... That's the update, yeah? That's the update. So, yes, that is the real update, yeah? So, Arsenal finally make a new signing in Matt Turner. Yes, so Chris Wheatley also confirmed that Arsenal have agreed a deal. His deal will be worth 4.5 million pounds up front, which could reach up to 7.5 million pounds with add-ons and a 10% sell-on percentage. So, sell-on clause for Matt Turner in the future is the update. Also, in yesterday's game, they had a game against El Salvador, of course. So, Matt Turner actually signed an Arsenal jersey. Unbelievable. It was a 1-0 win against El Salvador. So, Arsenal fans even know that, which is why we love Arsenal fans. So, Callum Chambers, the shock of the evening. Nobody thought this deal was actually happening in the background. So, Callum Chambers has joined Aston Villa on a permanent deal from Arsenal for an undisclosed fee. Yeah, apparently it is called as undisclosed fee. But we're going to talk about what Callum Chambers has to say about his move to Aston Villa. He says that I'm extremely excited. It is a massive club and they are in a great moment. Everyone can see that from the outside things are happening here and the club is definitely moving in the right direction. For me, it was a no-brainer. So, no-brainer for Callum Chambers. His move to, yes, his move really looks fantastic and I hope all the best. It's all I want to say. The boy played really well against Liverpool and thank you so much for that. It's fantastic. But some people don't like this. So Sam J. Dean says, not sure I understand the Chambers' deal from the club's side. Arsenal had an option to extend his contract by a year, which would at least increase his market value. Versatile player, professional attitude, generally played well under Arteta and is more reliable than Cedric. Okay. Alright. So Ryan Taylor said that Callum Chambers' deal, which moved very quickly, mixed reports on value of deal, but my understanding is £2 million fee, which includes initial payment and performance related bonuses, contract up in summer, frees up wages, expecting movement at Arsenal in the coming days. So Callum Chambers' deal was £2 million Fantastic, fantastic. But now let's talk about Emil Smith Rowe shared this on his Instagram stories, enjoying life in Dubai. Also, let's talk about the man of the hour, Douglas Luiz. Is he the player that Arsenal should look at? Let me know in the comments. But Jason Burt from Telegraph says that new bid of 32 million pounds plus 3 million in add-ons for Douglas Luiz. Aston Villa do not want to sell. Now that's really fantastic to hear. Like, Aston Villa don't want to sell. Why would you, like, what? Why would you not want to sell? That's really weird from Aston Villa. But let's move on. The Standard say that Arsenal are weighing up a move for Aston Villa midfielder Douglas Luiz as they look set to miss out on Lyon's Bruno Guimaraes. Mikel Arteta is a fan of Luiz, having worked with the Brazilian during their time at Manchester City. Luiz is stalling over a new deal and is attracting plenty of interest. Aston Villa have this month already rejected a 30 million pound bid for Luiz from an unnamed Premier League club. Though it was not Arsenal, it's unclear how much the club would demand for Douglas Luiz. I always say David Luiz. I don't know why. So that's that, ladies and gentlemen. Douglas Luiz is one of the players Arsenal are looking at, and they're really, really bang serious. You got to understand that Arsenal are looking at some players. Now, James Ollie, with his exclusive, says that Arsenal face a race against time to sign a striker before Monday's transfer deadline after becoming repeatedly frustrated in attempts to bolster their front line. Mikel Arteta ideally wants to strengthen in attack this month with Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang ostracized. However, there are growing fears Arsenal will not be able to land any of their leading targets in January unless they make a major investment. So maybe that was the reason why Mikel Arteta actually went to to meet the owners. You never know what's exactly happening. So yeah, apparently we're gonna stick with this. Also, William Saliba opens up about his future, and I really like what he said. He says that the only thing that I can tell you is that I'm happy at Marseille. That is positive. I like the city, the club, the supporters, the team. Everything is going well. I do not know what will happen in 6 months. Before going to Arsenal, I said to myself I was going to play. I was sure. I was wondering who would I play alongside. I arrived. I played 0 matches. I played for the under-23s. That gave me a good slap. Of course, it should be a good slap. I mean, you got to understand that it's not easy to play at Arsenal. But given the choices that we had in the centre-back role, he should have definitely played some of the games to know. But okay, it's the manager who decides, not me. US MNT head coach Greg Berhalter says Turner went to Fairfield University, was undrafted out of college. Now he's playing with the national team and he's headed to Arsenal. It's an amazing story. It's all down to him, his work ethic, his belief in himself and never give up attitude. That's a big question. Is he that good? And according to American Soccer Analysis, Matt Turner has saved over 22 more goals than expected since 2018. So he's like the most valuable soccer player in amongst the Americans, yeah. So that is a lot. Yes, that's that. Moving on, someone else is also really having a blast in Dubai. Aaron Ramsdale and Benjamin White are having a blast in Dubai. Now, all the Callum Chambers update, we have a piece of advice from Charles Swartz. He says that, my word, that Callum Chambers deal looks odd, completely out of nowhere. Incredible how much Arsenal have weakened their squad at the halfway stage of the season in recent weeks for very little financial reward. Big risk if no one arrives before Monday's deadline. Chambers may have barely featured, but like Ainsley, he could provide valuable cover if needed until the end of the season. Certainly an interesting move, great one for Chambers. The overhaul of Arsenal's defensive options in the past 18 months has been huge. Vast amount of change. That's the update, and that is the peace of mind from Charles Swartz. And I completely, fantastically agree with this. Let's see if Arsenal are going to do something or not, because it's really weird. John Percy also opened up about a small update from about Douglas Luiz. Why do I keep saying David Luiz? I'm sorry. So Aston Villa are poised to open talks with Douglas Luiz over a new contract following interest from Premier League clubs in this window. Luiz is valued very highly by Steven Gerrard and Villa, starting the last 9 matches, and a bid has been rejected this month. So Villa don't want to sell. But if the player is really looking at, you know what, hey Steve, let me move out. I don't think so you can win in the Premier League like you've never done as a player. So if that's the feeling that Douglas Luiz gets and he demands a move or a departure, Arsenal are definitely looking at that situation at the moment. So let's see who they bring in. I'm expecting some signings. We've got some just 4 days to go. What will Arsenal pull off from their hats? What will Edu do? Only time will tell. I will see you in the next one. Until then, cheers and don't forget to subscribe.